Hey guys, it's Daz the W.A.Z, the Wattbike Atom Zwifter, also broadcasting by podcast on Let Me Atom on all good podcasting platforms. You can find me on anchor.fm/let-me-atom. So today, exciting news off the press yesterday. You follow Zwift Hype on Facebook. They released some news that there are 4 new routes on Zwift. Super exciting. I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive and show you where to find the information about this in case you don't take my word for it. And I'm going to try to join a Zwift ride. I'm not going to ride myself, but I'm going to try to watch anybody and see if I can find out a little bit more about these routes. So without further ado, let's have a quick look at where I find this information. So it was leaked on Zwift Hype, as I said. It's an alright Facebook group, I suppose. It's got about 9,000 members, as you can see. It's not the most active resource, so I'm assuming that there are a few people in here because it's based in Long Beach, California, if that's to be believed. There may well be a few people in here that work for Zwift headquarters, who am I to say? But it was this one here, 19 hours ago, so we're on the 18th of December now. This is 19 hours ago. New routes on and roads in Watopia. So I won't open up the comments. There's a bit of negative, there's a bit of positive about that. There's a few people kind of having a go at Zwift, say that in the last 7 months, is this all they've managed to do? Well, no, they haven't. I'm sure that they've been working behind the scenes, but as hard as they can, working from home nonetheless. So let's have a little look at the pictures. As these pictures appear to show new parts to Zwift, which until now have been locked away. So for those of you who are familiar with the Zwift world, what I am looking at here, I think, and I might well be wrong, but I think what I'm looking at here on the mini-map, if you can see there, there's a little switchback. Now, I kind of recognise this switchback, and I think that this could be the switchback that takes you on the start of the original KOM, or the Zwift KOM, whatever you want to call it. And if that's the case, then this is, let me have a look. I think this is the switchback as you, if you look in the distance there, I think that's the switchback after you start on, because that's the bad corner as you start up I keep saying the epic KOM, it's not the epic KOM, the original KOM, and then double back. So they've kind of shortcut this little bit here, I believe. But we'll have a look at the Zwift in a second. This one is very obvious. This is jungle, jungle circuit. You can see the orange icon there where the rider is. It's Eric Min, so it's obviously the CEO, and here is the original route around. Now you'll recognise these from probably the other side of that, because if that's where we are, and there's the riverside edge of that pyramid, then kind of work out where this is on the map. And I think the new feature is this little bridge across, and you can see that this possibly takes a bit of a loop around somewhere. It's hard to say where you've got this little black line here, whether that cuts straight across. It seems a bit angular, does that? So this might actually whirl around a little bit more. This next shot might show you from the other side. So if you just go back, you've got like a little bit of a sand area there where there's a bend. Let's just have a quick look on that one there. Okay, so that's the right angled piece, which is there. Okay, let's just have a check. Right, so that actually might be different because there's a little bit more sand that goes around that, and it's more of a dugout if you like, onto the beach, whereas that one, it doesn't. It might just be the graphics. I might just be reading too much into it, because clearly what you have got is you've got that track which runs all the way around through jungle. So this could be there. this could be the bridge, and this will then shortcut you back, I'm assuming, to the other side, which is somewhere near Hilly Loop. I mean, could that be Hilly Loop there? Not sure. Really not sure. Okay. Forums.zwift.com. So this is the official Zwift forum. Again, December 17th. Number of changes to Watopia with some new features. So this is an update which has come out for PC, Mac, and I believe Android. I'm going to check my... I've updated my PC. I am just going to launch Zwift. So let's have a look at Zwift on the Android. Galaxy Fold 5G, if anybody's wondering. It's a fantastic thing. Obviously, you can close it. Right, let's see if this is going to force an update. Doesn't normally take this long to load it. But it's... Right, okay. Maybe I need to go in the other way and go onto Play Store, go to Zwift, if I can spell Zwift. Right, okay. So so no update yet, as you can see, 25th of November. So no update yet for Android, but the PC updated, and I'm assuming, because I've not checked the Mac either, so I've got Mac, I've got everything, right? I'm assuming that the Mac is the same. That has updated rather, not that it hasn't. Right, so the Apple TV definitely hasn't, because it was on that last night and that did not update. So here are, here we go. So these new routes are available for free ride and will become available for events and meetups next week. Brill. Other places you can have a look for information about it is on Zwift Hacks on routes, and if you do a search for new, here's them. Here we go. Took a while to load up earlier, so now we can have a look. Right. Right, okay. This is, I believe, the new section. Oh, okay. It's a bit hard to work out where these are. Right, so this is the Ocean Lava. So that one there was the Beach Island Loop. We know that we can get from downtown, you can go that way around the volcano around the outside, okay. Okay, I think, and there's a sprint there as well. Right, okay. That's the switchback, that's there, yeah. So these are, right, okay, so that's interesting. This is the Oceana Lava Cliffside Loop. That there. Okay, that there looks kind of new. Serpentine 8. Right, okay. That's an interesting looking one. It's through the jungle loop, so alright, okay, so it figure eights through the jungle loops. This is the little bridge that we've just shown you, look. So that's the little piece of land that we've seen. So this is literally a cross section that divides the jungle loop in two, because that's where it would normally go around, and that's where you could normally go back. That's the long wooden swing bridge. That is a little connector. Right, brilliant. And here is Two Bridges Loop. Let me just scroll back up to that top one, because I'm not sure that bridge is... okay, right. Two Bridges Loop. So this is a fairly short route, 6.8 kilometres, so it'd be quite good actually. When we start seeing a lot more races coming on, this would make quite a reasonable crit race, I would say. Yeah, so that's a little switchback. That's really hard to work out. So that's not the KOM, because this is the KOM. So that's where you go around it the other way. Right, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we are back on looking at the route selections. Okay, so Beach Island Loop. What else we got? There's the other new ones. Ocean Lava Cliffside Loop. Serpentine 8. And the Two Bridges Loop. Right, what I'm going to try, it's going to be difficult because I'm not going to be able to see who is on what. There's got to be somebody on it. There's got to be somebody on it. Oh, Geraint Thomas is there. Let's ride with Geraint Thomas. Look at that, how random is that Geraint Thomas is actually on tonight. Okay, what I've done is I'm looking at okay, so I'm trying to work out whether this is a new bit of the route that I'm watching here. Okay, we've got quite a few guys that seem to be, here we go. So this looks like a new section because I've not seen this before. So this is definitely, yes, this is definitely a new section. So let's just watch this guy for a bit longer. See where the map goes. Trying to work out, looking at the mini map, actually where that is. Yeah, I think that is somewhere different. I think. I certainly don't remember seeing railings like that at the side of any of the roads, unless this is because I'm watching this in a PC format and not Apple TV, and the graphics are just super cool on the PC. But yeah, that doesn't look very familiar. Christmas trees. Oh, Christmas tree. Let's just watch for a little bit longer. Spinning round to the loop. Yeah, this looks like all new stuff. I mean, the flowers look like Jungle Loop, or the start of Jungle Loop at least. Don't remember seeing that big block of concrete there. Okay, so I may have to wait out until I get a Apple TV update and have a look at that on my Wattbike. But that definitely looks like new route. Okay, so having watched that and then come back on to this website where I had the map loading on. This is on Zwift Hacks, new routes, the Ocean Lava Cliffside Loop. So basically what we're looking at is where this comes around. You'd normally turn right and head up the Zwift KOM, but you actually turn left there, and this is all new route, which then meets up. So all of this here is new route there. The black stuff there, that's all new route. So I'll jump on that at some point. I think maybe I have to get the PC fired up so that I can run it on the PC if Apple TV doesn't update too quickly. So so going back onto that then, the Beach Island Loop as well. Trying to work out where that section is. It's not. Okay, so jumping onto a YouTube video that was uploaded by some guy yesterday. We're going to have a quick sneak peek at this. So this is the long bridge that takes you up Epic KOM. So in a while, what you will see is It doesn't go right to the end of that, so don't worry, you don't have to sit and watch me watch this video. So very shortly he kind of jumps forward, and on the stone on the right hand side that you can see there just coming up, it actually gives you a choice for Epic KOM and the Epic KOM bypass. So if you were wondering what you were doing on the way up to Epic KOM, you didn't have anything left and you thought, well, actually I'm just going to do a bypass. So you can actually do a bypass on this. Let's just crank up the speed of this a little bit. Let's see where this goes. Here we go. I will put credit into this guy's YouTube clip at the bottom as well, so you can have a watch of this. It is a 57-minute YouTube video, and this guy is from America, so obviously he's had a lot more time on his hands than we have. Right. Okay, so they've done I think they've done a reasonable job with the graphics. Put a few new features in there, something new to be looking at. Some nice fauna, which is always a good thing. This looks very, yeah, I'm just looking at the gradient on this. So you've now got 2%, here we go. So we're not on a high roller, but you know what? If you were doing this and you were in a race and you were coming back up the other way, I could imagine that would be quite a climb. Because this is -3, there you go, so -4. So going back the other way, imagine that's a 4 you've just hit. So let's just see where this comes out. This should be all of, yeah, so this is all Cliffside. It's a nice meandering route. It actually looks a lot like the little bit that goes around Italian Villa. A little bit, but not too much. So they've done a reasonable job, I think, on this. And then I think where it's going to come out is where the big bridge is. Let's just watch a bit longer. It's all new stuff anyway, so I'm sure that you're as excited. Ah, right. Oh, there you go. That's interesting. Little rock blocks the tarmac road off. That is quite clever what they've just done there. So basically you've got a change of surface which is going to affect how you ride. But it'll be interesting to see what's behind that rockfall in future. Have they put a tunnel in there? I wonder. They haven't got an actual road tunnel. Ah, and there you go. There's another little way of getting into it. So that is, let's see where this guy's going now. How long did this guy ride for? It's 37, okay, 37 minutes. Right, so this is now going on the jungle loop. I'm just going to pause the recording. I'm going to skip forward to the bit where I think this guy is going to go on the new bridge section. Okay, I've just saved you having to watch that. So I think this is where the new bridge section is. I'm just going to slow that down again. Bear with me. I'm going to play that at normal speed just so we can see that. So you can just see coming into view now we've got the pyramid. So let's just have a quick look and see what comes up in terms of route selection. Must be something coming up down here, I reckon. Okay, you got the little switchbacks. There's the big pyramid. Right, okay, the main loop reverse. And we've got left and right hand choices and the main bridge. Right, so this is all new. Let me speed that up a little bit. Okay, this looks a bit juicy when you're getting on the downhills. Coming back the other way, this would be a really neat team time trial. Look at that gradient there. -3 all the way down. Nice switchbacks. All the way down to the riverside, across the bridge. Yep, they've done a good job with this, I think. It's a nice little, yeah, it's a nice little bit of graphics they've got going there. And yeah, I'm going to go through here. It's going to switch back on itself. Wooden boards, never a good thing. So this is probably a good gravel bike track, I'd say. Certainly wouldn't lend itself well for a Tron. Ah, here we go. This is quite clever, what they've done. Okay, so the route goes underneath whatever that obstruction is around us and above us. And then this is it's a nice little top-down view. So this is a shortcut which then takes you along the path in front of that big pyramid. Back on gravel track again. Zwift KOM. Okay. It's a bit unusual why it would be telling you about the Zwift KOM and you're on the jungle route. And then I think we now get a selection. There we go. So that's us out of it. That's all right. I like that. I can see that would make the jungle loop a little bit more interesting. And now we're back on to the main track. Okay, and finally what I wanted to do, I've just gone back onto normal speed just so that you can see what comes up. So we've now got, this is the Zwift KOM, and there's the KOM bypass. So there's an Epic KOM bypass and there is a Zwift KOM bypass. A lot of people call it KOM, but I call it Zwift KOM. So this is the Zwift KOM bypass coming up. Again, I'll just speed that up a little bit. Okay, right. I suppose as well what this is going to allow is for those people who are new to Zwift, that don't particularly... All right, okay. So that was a short bypass, and now there you go. He's changed his mind. He doesn't want to do the hills. Right, got a frog in my throat. I'm gonna have to get a drink soon. Right, so there's the bits and bobs. We've seen the ocean lava cliffside, which is the Epic KOM bypass. We've seen a very short Zwift KOM bypass there, and we've seen the jungle section. And here is another new route selection which I've just seen throughout this video. I'm chopping and changing, I'm going backwards and forward through this video, so I'm really just interested about where the signage comes up. Okay, now we've got one called Islands. Okay, right, Italian villas, sprint. Which way is he going? Sprint, Italian villas. Not quite sure where the new bit was there, if indeed there was a new bit. So this is the sprint. .360 bridge. I think there's a bridges bypass somewhere. I'm not sure. Just watch a little longer. Okay, so this is going up. Right, okay. So this is... Oh, where'd they come from? I'm sure that's not part of the game. Okay guys, I'm back, and yeah, so essentially I've just had a quick look at some of the routes that we've just been watching the videos of. This one here is just an official route that's been created from existing roads. There's no new sections in this. I compare this with a previous route map, which was on Zwift Hacks anyway, for one of the traditional routes, if you like. So all this is doing, it's just joining existing roads together. We know that that's a new section because that's a bridge across that that little oasis in the middle there, and we know that that's a new section as well because that's the Cliffside view. The Beach Island Loop, again, I believe that is all just new new route directions. It's not new road that's being built. So let's have a quick look at, and in doing that I had a quick look on Zwift Insider, and I discovered a couple of good pearls, because what I used to do is I'd search in there for the, just type in the route and you find the route details, and actually I just typed in route and I came up with this search. I've never seen this before, but it looks quite cool. So basically this is a downloadable printable list, if you like, of all of the Zwift routes. So you can print this thing off. These are all, I don't know what bidon means. I'm not a cyclist in real time. I'm assuming that it must be French for degree of difficulty or something like that. So obviously these are super tough, long routes as well. PRL Full is obviously the longest route, but these must have some degree of difference in between them. I've done most of them, to be honest with you. I'm wondering whether the new ones are actually on here. They probably haven't updated that yet with the new ones. I'm just having a quick squiz through the route lists, and they are not on there. So this is all right. It's obviously out of date now because we've got 4 new routes that you can have. And then I then saw that you've also got this thing called Route Hunters. So these are manual directions that you can go. So let's scroll at the top. So you've basically got you've got these Route Hunter things as a secret club, if you like. Not too secret because it's on here, of course. But you can join. Where are we? I've just seen this written somewhere. So it basically tells you how to get in here. Get started. Here we go. So you start by visiting the homepage on Vela Viewer. Connect with Strava. Link your Strava account. Click on View underneath. If you're not a member of the Zwift Club on Strava, click Join the Club. Reach out your club membership. Use the leaderboards. So basically, you can have a look at them on a large screen. Can you ride them all? And then you pick one of the routes. So let's have a quick look at Watopia Short. Okay, so Watopia Short, create that. Yeah, so obviously a lot of people have completed that. So this is like a little leaderboard. I think it's not too bad, I suppose. It's worth a look in. And then you've got these things called Rebel routes, which really kind of piqued my interest. Manual navigation on Zwift. So this is where you've got to be quite savvy. I'm assuming that you must have to print off where you would turn. There you go. So turn by turn. So this is saying this one here is Downtown Titans. There, look, Downtown Titans. And then down here it'll tell you where you have to go. So it'll tell you where you spawn. Start by choosing the hilly route, and it'll spawn you just before the downtown start finish. There's no lead in to the start of the route, and then it tells you where to turn. It's 24.6 kilometers, got 254 meters climb. There are some really difficult ones. I'll just share another one with you, which I've almost been sick looking at. It's this thing here called the Snake. Covers most of the roads in the Watopia proper in both directions, and you'll hit 5 timed KOMs and 3 sprints. It is the true out and back, and we call it the Snake because it looks like this. Woof. Okay, right. Wow, look at that. Over nearly 80 kilometers. Wow. Look at all of that. There you go. 77.4 kilometers and 661 meters gained. It's a shame that you have to do these manually and you can't actually select these as a route. Look at that. Wow. Right. Three little sisters. Okay, right. Yep. So, jeez, how long is that? Oh dear. Hilly, Titans, Grove, and Volcano. 37.7. Not bad. So if you want to do something different over Christmas and New Year, there you have it. So yeah, Zwift Insider, lots even for me to find out new whilst I'm recording you this. Fantastic. I hope you found this of interest. Please subscribe, please share, please hit like, give me any comments that you like. Tell me what you want more of, and I will try and cover it. I do promise I will get the thing set up, and I'll probably end up riding one of the new routes and trying to voice over on it as well whilst I go up it, so I can give you a rough idea of how busy or otherwise it looks. So thanks for taking the time to listen to me waffle on about that. Just over half an hour. So this is one of my shorter ones. Really enjoying this now. Really getting into the swing of it. I'm learning things. You're learning things, I'm sure. Also, check out my podcast. I'm going to be recording new podcast episodes again quite soon as well, because we're at the end of the Zwift Racing League until at least January. So season 1 is finished. Done quite well actually within our racing team, so I'll give you a bit of an after-action report. I've now assumed the team captain position now for our Photons, the Atom Racing Team Photons. Our previous captain is now going off to concentrate in the new year on some really long rides. So he's a triathlete, professional triathlete, so he's gone back off to concentrate on that, and we'll see him back, and I'm sure that he'll be doing some more racing with us. So yeah, thanks for listening. I shall upload this as I approach 6 o'clock on December the 18th. Have a good evening, have a good Zwift ride, and keep going on Zwift, and we'll speak to you soon.